Correct. Made it in on the first wave thanks to the power of the New England Treasure Trove.
There you go.
3 things are guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and New England makes it into Summit.
There you go.
All right, so we see an immediate start here on FD. WaDi with the aggressive approach with just the jump in there, and immediately just takes it to Darkshad there. Be really interesting how Darkshad lands Mewtwo. Really control where Darkshad is able to go.
One thing I saw in the last match is we saw Mewtwo living to about like 120, 140% a lot of the time. I do not think that's going to happen in this match because you have Fox and Ryu.
Wow, Darkshad immediately closes out that stock. Yeah, it's one of the things where, like, if Mewtwo is living to 120, 140, that is the equivalent of living to 200 and some change with your normal characters.
Yes.
He's not a balloon weight for no reason. It's going to be really difficult with the explosive power of both Ryu and Fox to stay along that long. Never remember
Tatsu's going to take it.
Tatsu has some very interesting knockback properties, so it's not super surprising, but just how that hit and the direction it sent him was really interesting.
Going to catch the side B with the forward air, and that's going to take light stock.
WaDi obviously with more experience in this match as well, with ZD being as good of a Fox as he is in New England, or excuse me, MDVA.
Yeah.
We see pretty much a repeat of how we saw Stock 1 go. Both Anti and Darkshad taking a little bit of extra damage than their partners.
Yeah.
But obviously, Darkshad was able to be the MVP of that initial set of stocks, taking out both lives of Anti and WaDi. Light really just kind of been the warden of the center stage here, hitting either opponent back and forth, trying to get something set up, and really not going for full Fox conversions, but just tacking on extra damage.
What hit him there?
That was a Mario up smash.
All right. Thought Mewtwo hit him on the way out. Back air is going to take it.
Just answering back and forth. Stocks lost in stereo now.
Yeah.
One after another after another. Light being the sole survivor of the second stock right now.
Seeing Light kind of hang back. He really doesn't want to lose that second stock.
Yeah, I feel like both him and WaDi really have that issue of being a glass cannon, especially with the raw power of their teammates. It's going to be really, really imperative for the length of their stocks to how well they do in this bracket. And just a forward smash from center stage. Lucky break there from Light, goes just low enough that he doesn't get hit by that Shadow Ball.
Yeah.
Getting in it would have been an awful position for WaDi to just close out a stock.
WaDi just holds the jab and somebody else walks into it. Ooh, up smash is going to take that.
Oh, the team kill, and this is going to be tough. He could potentially close out Darkshad's stock and then have a 1v1 but Light, but we're really just going to see Light pull the point here. Falling fair, what's the tech read? Yeah. Okay.
Hold him and give him first game.
That should be one of those easy cleanups of just like, all right, get the grab, we'll figure this out.
All right. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's 1-1, right?
No, it's 1.
1-0.
It's 1-0. Yeah.
There you go. Something was off about that.
Now, this is obviously game 4 of this set that we're seeing here. So we do see the Cloud switch. Not super surprising. Anti was able to do a little bit of damage with Mario, but not as effective we saw in the previous set with the Cloud. So not a huge surprise to see this come out now. Oh my God.
Downer's going to take that.
12 seconds in, and WaDi just deletes the stock from Light. Interesting. Anti could have been in a position there to close out a stock early at 0 this time, but wasn't able to get in position with the down air. Right, so this is obviously a much better start for Team Blue. You know, neither member above 60% right now. WaDi coming very close to closing out Darkshad stock there. Managed to get down and survive, though.
Sure, you can. It's not gonna take. Not yet.
That will, though.
WaDi, yeah.
Mewtwo so light.
Seen that with Anti a couple times. People landing on him, trying to land, and just throws out the Cloud Slash.
You gotta respect Cloud's personal space, man. You cannot jump in on him like that. Doesn't get the sweet spot of that downer, but he does immediately tack on a full 63% on the second stock of Darkshad.
Light already down to his last stock.
Yeah, this is looking much more convincing than we saw game one. Anti still surviving on this first stock here, doing tons of work on this.
Taking another stock with Cross Slash, and both green team are on the last stock, and only one from blue team.
And in this, compared to game one, it's really just a whole different world. Anti now a full 2 minutes in without giving up a stock. Refuses to let this die. And there's the falling up air enough to finally do it.
Yeah, definitely at 140%.
Got reeved out, dragged down there, but is able to make that back. This is looking tough for green team right now. All over them.
Oh, all right, so...
There's those stray hit conversions we were talking about, man.
Yeah.
That fadeaway nair was able to convert into that up smash. Yikes.
Clips him with the F smash.
Yikes. Just throws caution to the wind and slaps the C-stick to the right, and that's the end of the game.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what green team can do in response to that.
5 stocks from Anti there. Took 5 stocks out of 6. Excellent performance in that game. The thing about it is, I don't really know of a character like a character. If there were to go look into a different route to take in game 3, neither Darkshad or Light really in possession of like that next same level of character. Obviously, they do have their secondaries, but neither of them quite at the level of their Fox and Ryu.
Yeah.
So really, this is going to have to be stage counter pick and just really change how the pace of game is played. Because game 2 was just blink and you miss it. Blue team was all over green the entire set, or excuse me, the entire game.
Definitely.
It's not game 5, folks. It's actually just game 3. It's a 1-1 right now.
Are we doing? This is best of 3, right?
I'm honestly not sure. I wish I could give you the answer to that. I'm sure the players know. Have to be aware of that. This could be a pivotal moment for either team.
Definitely. And they both of the green team in the nair.
Wow. Tons of damage already from green. Good dash check there from Darkshad. The highest of up airs. See, okay. Green team answers back with some straight hit combos of their own. That was snazzy.
Well, Life has been really doing a really good job of. We haven't seen a lot of gimps coming from blue team this set. He's been, for the most part, making it back to stage.
Yeah, I think we've only seen the one from WaDi in the last game.
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me. And despite that cross-stage forward smash, was still not enough to close out the stock there for Fox. Going to be able to live on at 118 now.
Going for the Ferris food tool, not going to get it.
Going for it again, knowing he's out of position to really get punished for it, so he's not too worried about it.
Ooh, the last hit of that smash.
Oh, and then dying at 107 from Shoryu. Ryu's so strong.
Yeah, definitely.
Even Cloud with Limit's not able to survive that. Great connection there from blue team. Obviously getting that stray fair in, able to hit both players. Not going to get the shield poke this time though.
One thing that I really do like about doubles is you can get away with a lot more unsafe stuff.
Oh yeah, with your partner there covering you.
Just throw out an F smash sometimes.
Throw out an F smash. Characters that really wouldn't be all that viable in singles suddenly have opportunities to shine.
Like you see how far Puff jumps up in tiers when see put him in a double situation.
Jeez. Oh my God. Yes, please. And that was pivotal, you know.
Yeah,
Anti on, you know, his last stock here, able to survive and close out that light stock early, makes a huge difference to the actual capability of of either team winning at this point.
Sure. All right, blue team currently in a disadvantaged position. They have a almost dead Cloud. So we'll see.
You see Anti really just putting on the brakes, saying, I'm going to go sit over here in the corner and let
WaDi
WaDi fight for a little bit and see how this goes. Because you're right. I mean, the second they lose that Cloud stock, it really is going to change how this game plays out. And the reverse is true, too. If they're able to close out a green stock early enough, it's going to make a huge difference. But that F smash cannot do that unsafe jab 3, and Light just standing there ready to punish.
All right.
The back throw, up air. Huge damage already, 71. Shoryuken will kill at this point.
Without a doubt.
WaDi with some very, very tricksy movement right now. Doesn't want to get any kind of super damage. Doesn't get the sweet spot because of the aerial version. Lucky break there.
Definitely doable for WaDi.
I take everything back.
Yeah.
It's no longer doable for WaDi. You see. And no, everybody's staying seated, so this will be best of 5. Okay. Now we know 2-1 at the moment. That makes sense. This is winners finals of this pool, I guess. There were some shenanigans in Game 3, not going to lie.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they're able to recreate that magic and close this out in Game 4. Or will Anti and WaDi be able to just really keep just this really level play we've seen from there. And there's nothing been too crazy or too flashy. No real crazy footstool throw conversions out of them. You know, it's not surprising that Darkshad and Light able to do as well as they have. Darkshad, of course, being the brother of Lightshad and knowing how Fox and Ryu interact together. Not really surprising to see him fit in very well with Light.
Of course. The green team just keeping their own blue player at bay for a little bit there.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see how these 1v1 skirmishes usually end up falling out. Because in doubles, it's really, you know, it's not always just which team is comprised of the best players. Even when it does break into the 1v1s, it really just comes down to who is going to be able to guess right at the right moment and force the opponent into a bad situation.
Sure.
Blue team trying to regain some kind of stage control at this point. Very patient play. Neither WaDi or Anti committing to anything crazy. How Light, however, going full steam ahead on that F smash, closing out WaDi's stock.
That backer is going to take Light side shot. Wow. Light Shad stock.
It's Darkshad.
Wow. Too many lights and darks around here.
So the forward air there. So should be able to close it out. It's interesting. Okay, it's only 41. Okay, that makes sense then. I was looking at the wrong percents. Yeah. Never mind.
Up air is almost going to kill.
Yeah, Fox able to survive for so long on Battlefield. He is going to be closed out by that up throw from WaDi. And so trying to pull that limit climb hazard to close out a Ryu stock from that top platform. Was not able to get it though.
All right.
A quick 51% on the second stock of Light there. Really nice conversions from blue team. Back air not going to be quite enough to close out the WaDi stock.
We had a fairly even right now. Screaming going on in the crowd.
Not too surprising. Tons of obviously hot level gameplay here
Yeah.
at Famicon 2017.
All right, look, both green players have lost their stocks. Oof. not going to take it.
Great DI on that up smash, able to just really just pull it into the corner and make sure he stays alive at 128% now.
That also might be what they were thinking about going to Battlefield is I want to live longer against these characters who have really good kill power.
Oh, for sure. You know, and obviously the platform layout really going to benefit all 4 characters on the screen right now. WaDi trying to close out the stock so early there on Darkshad, but Ryu's a little bit too heavy to lose that stock. Down throw fair. Darkshad DIing in on that, but he's able to survive that fair. Light really betting it oddly hard on that falling fair there. Be interesting.
Ooh, that's going to take it.
Wow, okay, and Green Team putting himself in a great position right now. And that actually might be it. I don't know if he's got his jump. That's it. Darkshad and Light 3-1 over Anti and WaDi.